Good morning students. Once again welcome back to science online class. Students, this one is your first online class after the Diwali vacation. So today we are going to start most important chapter in terms of physics and in terms of science. Yes, that is force and pressure. Whenever you heard this word force, something is striking your mind, that is pushing and pulling. Yes, students. Force you can apply by pushing or pulling an object. As you can see this figure, in all different six figure, you can see someone is pushing or someone is pulling. That is called force. So force is all about pushing and pulling on an object. Now, how force happens? Forces are only happens due to interaction, due to context, due to interaction between two objects. You can apply force only by touching the object, that is called due to interaction. Example, you can see in the figure, man has touched the car, then and only then that car can be pushed or pulled. Next, the important one, that is exploring forces. Here force is also depends on direction. That means by which direction you are applying force, that also matters a lot. You can see first figure, block has been kept over here and you can see two forces are applied from this direction, that is F1 and F2. By showing this arrow you can see both kind of force are applied from same direction. So on such a way this block will move in this direction. So here net force is F1 plus F2 because two type of force is being applied which is from the same direction. Now look at the second figure. Same block is kept but force is applied in opposite direction. So what will happen here? Your block is not going to move anywhere because from two different direction, from opposite direction force is applied. So your total force, your net force will be 0. That means your block is not going to move. That is the type of force. Now if you apply force on an object, which type of effect is going to be there? So by applying force, either object can be moved or moving object can become at the rest. If suppose your car is in motion, your car is moving, if you want to stop it, then what we gonna do, students? We gonna apply brake. If car is at rest, if it is stopped, then we are going to accelerate it. You can see in figure, bicycle is there, one of the boy is just doing paddling. What will happen if you stop paddling? After some time cycle is going to stop, or on another way you can apply brake. Now different type of forces. There are two type of force, contact forces and non-contact forces. We are very much relevant about contact forces. There are two type of force, muscular force and a force of friction. Non-contact force we'll see afterwards. These are magnetic force, electrostatic force and gravitational force. In contact force, first one, muscular force. We don't need to tell you much about contact force. You can see all the figures. If you want to touch, if you want to carry, if you want to lift something, their muscular forces apply. You can see animals like bullock, horses, all are using muscular force to do different tasks. If even you want to carry something, if you want to lift, then also you need muscular force. Second, little bit different as per your level, that is force of friction. Do you know, students, when you hit the ball, after covering some distance, ball will stop automatically. How it happens? This is all due to force of friction. When a ball rolling on the ground, gradually that ball slow down just because of force of friction. Same this thing happens to a bicycle also. If you stop paddling, so after some time this bicycle will stop automatically. That is all just due to force of friction. Second, non-contact force. Non-contact force means In this type of force, the object is not going to touch at all. First, magnetic force. We all are relevant with magnetic force. If you keep your magnet towards the nail, without touching, those nails will attach automatically, as you can see in this figure. Second, electrostatic force. This one is a little bit different, but not that much different, not that much unaware. You are already aware about it. Electrostatic force means if one thing you are taking in your hand, suppose scale, if you rub that scale by your oily hair, and afterwards if that if that scale, if you put on the piece of the paper, that piece of the paper will attract automatically. Why? Because that whatever that ruler or whatever comb is there in your hand, that get charged, and by using those charge, the piece of paper get may attract. And last but not least, that is gravitational force. We all have fully knowledge about gravitational force. Once you release something from your hand, that is definitely going to down towards the earth. Why is it so? Because earth is exerting some force towards the object. That type of force is called gravitational force. New topic after force, which comes pressure. Without force, pressure can't be applied. As you can see this formula over here, pressure is equal to force upon area. Here, pressure and area both are inversely proportional. That means what? Pressure is in numerator whereas area is in denominator. That means what? If area is less, we have to apply more pressure. If area is more, we have to apply less pressure. You can see this nail. Whenever this nail you just put it into a wooden plank, you have to apply more pressure. You have to apply more pressure. Why is it so? Because if the that cap is area is very less, and on that cap if you push it very well, it will go easily inside the wooden plank. Same thing happens with the many example. You have carry bag in your hand, you can use your school bag. By holding these handles, you can use it easily, you can lift it easily. That is called pressure. So pressure, it depends on area. If there is a less area, we are applying more pressure. If there is a more area, you are applying less pressure. Pressure exerted by liquid gases. We all have little bit knowledge about this. Liquid exert the pressure on the wall of container. Whenever in the container you just pouring the liquid, that exert the pressure on the wall. Whenever you start to pouring the liquid, or you can say water, into the container, it will exert the pressure on the bottom of the container, and slowly upon the height that liquid is going up. Last but not least of this chapter, pressure exerted by gases. We all have knowledge about this. You can see example of balloon. How you can blow balloon? By using pressure. You are applying pressure on the wall of the container, wall of the balloon, wall of the rubber tube, and that object can be blown. That's it for this chapter. Thank you.